Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Two Wise Guys 5. Hey, what the heck? I'm Patrick Sanchez.
And I'm John Franquist.
Welcome back. Today's topic, as you guys anxiously wait every week, today's topic is on dating advice.
And we did the evolution of dating in our last video, but this is dating advice from two wise guys. We know it all. So
We've been there. So we're just going to break it down for you, just the approach, because that is basically like a salesman. He has to knock on that door to get his foot in. It's the same thing with the guy trying to meet a chick.
Now, when you do the approach, one important thing is you got to look good.
Definitely. You got to be groomed, smell good, and a look of confidence.
And you never know who you're going to meet. So guys, take care of yourself. Girls too, even though girls really don't have that much of a problem.
No, us guys get a little careless and a little cocky.
But remember one thing. Attraction is not a choice. So, if you get turned down, you moved on. Many times, it's not your fault. What can you do? Well, you gotta do something.
You move on, people. That's
exactly
what you do.
But do something, because you know the old saying, you snooze, you lose.
And there's also a good Chinese saying, he who hesitates, masturbates.
And overanalysis brings paralysis. So anyway...
Such deep thoughts, John.
Yeah, well, there's some people that actually, guys especially, they wait. They want the planets to be aligned. They want everything to, be perfect.
Yes.
And it's such a mission that it becomes not even worth it, and these guys actually stay home.
Those guys that plan, there's a Latin word for those guys that plan everything. They're called planets.
I have another word for them.
What?
Loser! You gotta go out there and do something, guys.
Knock on doors.
You don't knock on doors, you don't make any sales. So anyway, the approach. Now, we established last time, what do we say about pickup lines?
Well, last time we said pickup lines, unless you are, again, a celebrity actor or whatever, pickup lines generally don't work.
Pickup lines do not work.
Just be yourself, try to be somewhat funny, and if anything, some confidence in that approach.
Now, for some of the guys that have little experience or no experience, or they're a little nervous and shaky.
Or for you 9-year-olds that are trying to take notes.
9-year-olds, listen to the old men.
Right.
I got homework for you. Because the approach is so hard for some guys because they're so nervous and all of that sort of thing. Okay, I got something for you. I'm going to ease up on it. For homework, this weekend, go out and introduce yourself to 50 women.
50, John?
50 women. Now,
a lot of women.
Okay, hang on.
How are they going to meet these
But
women?
here's the thing. You don't need to get a phone number. The trick here is, what the objective here is to break the ice so you're not scared of approaching a woman. Once you're not afraid to approach, everything else can flow naturally. If you get a phone number, you start talking, great. Woman, if you see a guy that you like, feel free to approach them. Guys, if that happens to you, keep the conversation going. But anyway, break the ice. Now, I got to say something about high school students. High school students that don't have a car, that kind of thing.
Yes.
They can't really approach 50 women, but you don't want to run around the field at school trying to talk to 50 women. So,
Well, wait, are you saying they approach them randomly in the street, on the sidewalk? They got to find a location.
Anywhere.
Okay, so... As far as they need a car or anything, remember.
Well, okay. What I'm saying is, if you're a high school student, you can't approach 50. You're not going to be riding the buses all day trying to reach 50 women.
If you're on the bus, you could say hello to the girl next to you.
High school kids, 20 women is fine. The point is, the objective is to break the ice and lose that fear.
Right. It's just like riding a bicycle. We all learn how to ride a bicycle at an early age. We start shaking, or we got the two little wheels on the side. But once you get the groove, you're popping wheelies. You could ride without your hands. So it's a matter of the more you do it, the easier it is.
For example, sir, excuse me. I was looking at you from over there. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is John.
Patrick?
You see how easy that was? Of course, this would never happen, but you get the gist of it. Okay, so I'm going to give you, there was a quick story that I'm going to let my man Patrick tell you. Something that happened many years ago at a bus terminal.
Oh, yes.
Go right ahead.
Yes, devastating. Oh, years ago, me and my wise friend here, John, and another friend of ours, we were on a vacation in the Caribbean, and we were on a bus. Now, on that bus, we were going to our destination, and that bus was loaded with passengers, obviously, but there was 3 gorgeous, fine, capital F, fine women sitting all together on the bus. What does me and my wise guy friend and our third friend do? Nothing!
We blew it!
We had our hands tied.
We did nothing.
We just said we were planning so much, we did nothing.
The planets did not align. The girls did not approach
We buckled,
us.
we crippled.
We messed up, basically.
Big time. To this day, that happened like 20 years ago. And till this day, we're still lamenting that
And
situation.
those girls were so fine. Oh my
Fine,
god!
man, fine.
But here's something else. If you-
Eye-watery fine.
There you go. A baseball analogy. If you are in the major leagues and you're batting 300, 300 and something, you're an excellent ball player. You are
Definitely.
a professional. But what that means is you're not getting on base unless you walk. You're not getting on base 7 out of 10 times.
Right.
Rejection after rejection. You are striking out 7 out of 10 times.
But what happens in those cases when you reject, you go to the batting cage and you take your swings, you practice, and if needed, you get a batting coach.
Now, I'm gonna
That's
tell-
what we're here for.
I'm going to tell you a story about rejection.
Please,
guys. Now,
please.
and we're not going to be talking too much about online dating right now, but I'll throw one out there. There was a time that I was on MySpace. I didn't have a picture online on MySpace. I no picture. So basically, met this girl on MySpace. We're typing each other back and forth. Hey, how you do?
You must have been excited. Yeah, that back and forth.
And she had her picture. I didn't have my picture there. But we're talking, and we're getting, and the text is good. We're talking back and forth.
You're building
texting.
rapport.
We got the rapport. Everything is
Beautiful.
great. She finally says to me, "Hey, you saw a picture of me. Why don't you send me a picture of you?
Yeah.
I don't know what you look like." I said, "Okay, that's fair."
Makes sense.
I uploaded a photo and sent it to her. You know what happened?
What happened?
I never heard from her again.
Oh!
That hurts. That hurts, guys. And that's a true story. But let me tell you
So
something.
you were better off without the picture.
I was better off without the picture. She saw my face. And
She was gone.
She said, "I don't think so."
But that goes back to his original advice. You keep moving forward.
I need a drink now. Oh my goodness.
Salud, Don Corleone.
Oh, my cheers. Anyway, yeah, talk about getting an inferiority complex, when something like that happens.
Oof,
to you.
that
Now,
is
this is
sad.
somebody that you're actually, talking to, having a rapport, and this happens. But anyway,
Hey, you live and learn from
you
it.
live and learn, and you know what? You move on. For example, I've been to some places where you go like to a little cafeteria over there, and there's some girls sitting outside.
Yeah, yeah.
And you
Cuban
buy,
cafe
you
stands.
buy some Cuban coffee.
Yes.
And you get those little Cuban cups with the Cuban coffee, and you walk up to the table and say, "Hey, excuse me, would you like some coffee?"
Yes. It's very traditional here in Miami, Florida.
Oh, most of the time they're going to say, "Oh, no, thank you, we're okay," because
Right.
they don't know who you are. Boom. Oh, okay. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is John. My name is Patrick. Whatever. And that's it. You just go for it. So anyway, women, feel free to approach the guy and do some small talk. Remember that men are the hunters. We're predators, but it is what it is.
Right.
Oh, the club scene.
Clemson is the most popular location for pickups. It's not perhaps the ideal, depending on what you're looking for. People have different concepts. If you meet a girl at a club or a guy at a club, they're not worth it. I have my takes on that because that same person that goes to the club probably goes to church, goes to a library. So, at the end of the day, it's the context of that person's character what counts.
But let me-
Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask you a question.
Oh,
Let's
go
say
ahead.
you're in a club, you approach a girl,
Yes.
you start talking to her, right?
Yes.
Blah, 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 my name is Patrick, et cetera, et cetera. She's
Right,
talking to
right.
you, and suddenly out of the blue, her friend
Yes.
breaks into your game and starts talking to her and you, and now she's a third wheel.
Well, you got to play that by ear.
No,
If she
but what-
follows the friend and goes away, then it was
But-
she was not interested,
Right.
and the friend came as the lifesaver.
Right. Or even if
but if a chick is interested, she'll break off from that friend and stay with you at that bar.
Good point. And by the way, if she breaks up, don't be mad at the friend. Because what happened here was, it wasn't that the friend came and ruined your game. It's that you had no game. The girl you were talking to made eye contact with her friend or something and said, "Save me!" And the friend came over and saved her. In other words, you blew it! But doesn't matter.
Move on.
You
You're at the
move on.
club. A lot of fishes out there.
Bad thing about clubs is noisy, whatever, but whatever.
It's an approach. You get a number.
Strike up a conversation any way you can. So, I was going to say something. Let's say you talk to the girl. One thing that you don't want to do, blah, 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 you're talking to her, everything's going well. You need that number. So, if you say, "Can I have your number?" you're opening up the possibility of her saying no.
What is he supposed to do? He's got to ask.
He's got to ask.
Yeah.
But you don't give her a yes or no answer. You could say,
He's asking for the number.
"You're very nice. You're very nice. Let me get your number so I can call you one of these days."
Okay.
Now, she could say no to that. But
So you're saying it's how to ask for the number.
exactly. You're portraying confidence, and you're taking it as a given that she's going to give you that number.
Okay.
Now, if she doesn't want to, she's a little hesitant. There's always an email. And woman, if you're hesitant with the phone number, emails is the way to go. Now, I have a question for you, and I think we differ on this one. If, let's say, she doesn't give you the number or her email address.
Whack, whack.
Okay, it sounds like you're not doing well. Do you give her a business card?
If you have a business card on you, yes, you might as well. At least she has the opportunity to reach out. And and who knows? Maybe she will get second thoughts.
Yeah, I kind of feel like if you didn't get an email or a phone number,
It doesn't hurt giving up.
I guess why bother? You got anything else there?
I got nothing else, guys. Good luck with that. Follow our steps. We'll be back next week with more.
We're pretty much done, but this was just the approach. We are going to talk about dating next in another video, but for now,
This is the approach. Good night, people.
good luck to you. You got homework. This is 2 Wise Guys 5. Sayonara.